Hey crafters, thanks for joining me. In this video, I'll be doing a winter card with Elements ink blending and using a stencil as an embossing folder. Hope you enjoy! So I started this card by doing a couple backgrounds quickly with my jelly plate and a brayer. The first one I used Blue Lagoon's Elements ink, and then I sprayed it with some Spring Moss Mystical spray. That's a lovely blue-green color. And then some Indian Summer, which is an orangey gold mystical spray. And then I put this onto a 5 by 7 inch piece of paper. And I love to put the paper down on my work surface so that I can see where the colors will end up and squish the ink where I want it to go. On the second one, I used Russet Orange Elements ink, and I put this around the middle of the jelly plate. And then I used a mulberry, which is a lovely dark red color, and I put this around the edges. And then I used the same Indian Summer Mystical spray, that lovely orangey gold color, and sprayed it on, as well as a little bit of water. And then put this onto my 5 by 7 inch paper. And that Indian Summer, as well as the Spring Moss on the other one, really helped to catch the light because of all the mica in that mystical spray. And I'm just going to heat both of these backgrounds thoroughly with the heat tool before I add some ink to them. And as they dry, you can really see that mica from the mystical spray catching the light. So on the one with the russet orange and mulberry, I'm going to add more of that mulberry ink around the edges just to darken it, and also to cover up any areas on the paper that are still white. Even though my jelly plate is 5 by 7 inches and the card is 5 by 7 inches, it doesn't line up perfectly, as you can see here. It does still leave a little bit of white. And I love that dramatic look around the edges. Next, I'm going to take a die. This one is 4 by 5 inches, and I'll line it up in the middle and cut out so that I have a frame around the edges. The middle piece I can keep for another project. Now I just have my beautiful frame, so I'm going to use my Sizzix emboss and transfer set, which looks like this, and line up my Lavinia Stamps stencil to do some embossing. So the stencil that I used is called the Feather Leaf Stencil, and it has to be small enough to fit into my big shot. So I'm just making the sandwich that you need for the machine. On my Sizzix machine, this is the sandwich that I need, but if you have a different die cut machine, you might need to put it in a slightly different order. And what you get is this beautiful embossing, which you can see here. I'll hold it up to the camera there, and it just looks amazing. Now, to make it stand out even more, I'm going to add some ink on the raised areas. So I've got this Galaxy Gold ink, and I'm just going to rub over the top. I'll zoom in here so that you can see it a bit better. And you just lightly push the ink as you're rubbing it across, and it just brings that embossing to life. It's just amazing. So I'm going to continue that around all 4 edges of this. And I just love the combination of those Elements inks in this beautiful gold ink. And if I put a piece of black paper behind this, you can really see how gorgeous it is. So on the inside of my card, I'm going to use that blue piece of paper and I'm going to cut it down so that it fits inside of that die cut area, but a little bit of that black still shows. So I'm going to cut it to 3.5 inches by 4.5 inches. And the great thing about using a big piece of paper initially is you can choose which part you cut off, so you can save the best bits. Now I'm just going to go around the edges of this blue piece with some Blue Lagoon ink. And that just helps to create a bit of a dramatic effect around the edges. And it gives it that lovely finished look as well. And you can see how gorgeous that gold is. That is the Indian Summer mica spray, or the mystical spray, that is around the top of that blue piece. It just catches the light there. Now I'm going to use the Paradise ink and stamp some of these fir trees. This is called the Fir Tree 1 from Lavinia Stamps. And I'm just making the center of this piece the focal point. So the trees are gradually getting bigger as they go away from the center. And I want to use one of the fairies, Brianna, in the middle. So I'm just holding up the piece of plastic that comes in the packaging so I can figure out how much spacing I need around her. This is a great way to plan your stamping. Once I'm happy with the trees there, I can stamp Brianna in the middle. And I'm going to stamp her with some Nocturne ink, which is the black ink. And although this is a wintry card, you could always use this for a birthday card as well. But I love how she's holding the candle, and I think that really does remind me of a winter card. So I thought that I needed something more in the sky around the top of this area here. So what I'm going to do is add some snow. And there's these tiny little snowflake stamps from Lavinia Stamps. They come in a set of 3. And I'm going to use them. They're just called snowflakes. First, I'm just coloring around that candle that Brianna's holding. And then I'll use my anti-static tool over the background. And I can stamp some of those stamps, some of the snowflakes, in the Versamark ink, which is a clear sticky ink. So I'm just stamping some snowflakes around the image of Brianna in the middle here. And I'm just turning my acrylic block now and then so that it looks more interesting. And I made sure to stamp a couple of them off the top of the card as well. And then I'm going to use some bright white embossing powder. Sprinkle it on top of those stamped images. And then I can tap off the excess and heat emboss this with my stamping gun. Now the next thing I did was I colored in her wings. So I used some Jelly Roll pens for this. And I started with this one, which is a metallic red color. And I thought that using a red would really tie in the red on the outside of the card. The other color that I used was a gold color. So this one is called Gold Dust. And it goes really well with the red, but it also goes well with the red and gold on the outside of the card. And then I used the same gold dust color on the flame of the candle that Brianna's holding, which really helps to bring it to life and make it sparkle in real life. And the last jelly roll pen that I used was a white one. And I used this just to add some more snowflakes onto the scene. So just put tiny circles of white all around the outside and around the tree area as well. Wherever I thought it needed a bit of white. And then once I was happy with all my snowflakes, I added a few more dots of that gold dust pen just around Brianna, just following the stamped lines where I thought it needed a little bit. Then I took my frame and turned it upside down and added some foam tape to the edges just so that it would stand up a little bit on my card and really draw the attention into that blue area, which I'm going to put in the middle. And then the piece of black paper underneath is also 5 by 7 inches, so it lines up perfectly. So once I've taken off the backing of that foam tape, I can line up the two pieces and have a bit of an aperture where I can put that blue scene with Brianna on it. Now I love how the background has the lovely gold tones to it. And I thought that was missing a little bit from the blue scene. So first thing I did was I did my sentiment, which is Let It Snow. And this is from one of the sentiment stamp sets, sentiment stickers number 2. And then I added that missing gold around the outside of my blue scene. This way, I thought the blue and the red kind of meshed well together. So I just lightly blended it around the outside as you see here. And then I could put this beautiful blue scene in the middle of that red scene. Now my sentiment sticker, I put on black paper as you saw, and I just cut it out so it looks like it's framed, and it looks much better now that it has a bit of a frame on it. And I'm just putting some foam squares on one side so that it lines up with the area where there's no foam tape. And then I'll put glue on the other side. So the blue area, of course, is a bit lower, and the other side I'll just have glue on it. And then this will look nice and flat from the front. Now, once I was happy with this, I put this onto my 5 by 7 inch card blank. And then on the inside of the card, I used that same stencil and that same Brilliance ink, the gold ink. And I'm just going to lightly tape my stencil down so it doesn't move around. And I'll just tape it to my work surface here. And then I can add that ink just around the corners of the inside. And it has that beautiful pattern that we put on the outside, but now we're using it as a stencil rather than as an embossing folder. Now I made this into a Christmas card. So I used another sentiment sticker from that same sentiment sticker 2 set and put this on the inside, but you could easily change this into a birthday card with a different sentiment. So mine says Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video inspiring. If you haven't already, please subscribe so that you're notified whenever I post a new video. Have a crafty day!